Good morning, Om Shanti. Today's Murli of 26 July 2023 is the essence of the Murli is sweet children, in order to claim your inheritance of liberation in life from the Father, become free from all bondages of Maya. Only those who are liberated in life here can claim the status of liberation in life there. The question of the day is, how is the seed of this knowledge is imperishable? The answer is, the sun and moon dynasty kingdoms are established through this knowledge, and the knowledge is very big. Even though the souls who have taken knowledge might leave the path of knowledge in the middle of it, they still come back at the end, because they too have to come into the kingdom. Those who have had even the slightest seed of knowledge sown in them will come. They cannot go anywhere else. This aspect proves that this knowledge is imperishable. The song of the day is, no one is unique like the innocent Lord. Yes. Om Shanti. You children are now sitting in front of the innocent Lord, Praneshwar, the bestower of life, and you know very well that you are once again receiving your inheritance of heaven from the unlimited Master, the innocent Lord. Your intellects go there. Truly, you go back to the Father's home with the Father. The Father has come to collect you, just as the bridegroom comes to collect his bride. The one bridegroom comes and makes all of you brides beautiful. His name is Purifier. However, you children forget the Father. It is in the drama for you to forget. This is set drama that we have to forget. Then we have a knowledge and we know our Father and go with Him. The Father comes and explains all the secrets to you now. The status of you lucky stars is even higher than that of the Father. Just as the Father is the master of Brahmand, means the universe, in the same way you too are the masters of universe. You used to reside with me, your Father. Then you children definitely had to play your parts, means your roles. You know that you have come to Trilokinath, means the masters of three worlds, in order to become the Vaikuntanath, means lords of paradise. The Father says, children, at this time you are the masters of the three worlds, and I am also the masters of three worlds. Then, when the golden age comes, you become the master of it. I don't become that. I come to liberate you souls from the sorrow of Ravana, means your vices. You have received a lot of sorrow from the Ravana. You children have understood the drama. Ravana means the bad habits in us. Okay, anger, anxiety, all these things. You children have understood the drama. It doesn't have 4 ages, it has 5 ages. Okay, the 4 ages are long ages, means golden age, silver age, copper age, and iron age. Whereas the confluence age is a leap age, it is of only 100 years. You children should be aware of this knowledge, because you have become the children of the ocean of knowledge. He is praised on the path of devotion. You are the ocean of knowledge and the ocean of peace. This cannot be the praise of the lords of paradise. They are said to be full of all virtues. Means in golden age we have all the virtues, but now we have vices too. Okay, 16 celestial degrees of virtues the golden age peoples have. There is no one like that in this iron age, and so surely someone must have come and made them become like that. Therefore, only you become the masters of heaven. Brahma, Vishnu, and Shankara, who are the deities of subtle regions, are also shown with partners in order to depict the family path. So, heaven also exists here. From the Brahman clan, you will go into the deity clan and then into the warrior clan. Sensible children pay very good attention to their studies. On the path of ignorance, when people have a son, they believe that an heir has come. You too say, Mama, Baba, and so you are the heirs here. Gandhiji was called Bapuji. In fact, in India, they call many mothers and father. People call an elderly person the Pitaji or father. They said that just for the sake of saying it. This one is the Bapuji of all anyway, means Brahma Baba. The father is Praneshwar, that is God of all the souls. When you say father, your hearts experience the happiness of inheritance, and you have that feeling. The feeling that you children have is also number wise according to your efforts. Truly, the unlimited fathers comes and teaches you Raj Yoga. Brahma, Vishnu, Shankara cannot teach Raj Yoga here. Shankar cannot teach Raj Yoga. God speaks, deities are human beings with divine virtues. Parameshwara means God the Father. In India, they speak of the Supreme Father, means the Supreme Soul, means the Supreme God, the Father. And so your intellect goes up above, because you know that the Father resides up above. You children now understand that you too are residents of that place. We are now sitting personally in front of that Parameshwara. The Father personally reminds you, and you therefore have the faith that you are not sitting in front of a sage or a great soul, but truly in front of Mother, Father, the God. Why do you belong to Him? In order to claim your inheritance for your future 21 births from the Mother, Father. If you don't have the faith, why are you sitting here? There has to be a reason. No one without recognition can sit in front of someone. In the world, people recognize one another. This one is a sannyasi or priest. This one is a governor. Here is the Father, is incognito. But you understand that the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is the resident of the Supreme Abode. Then the question of omnipresent doesn't raise. Souls remember, O God, the Father, if they themselves are God, why do you call out? This is something that needs little understanding. However, Maya makes you such that you don't understand at all. One cannot trust what people say. Maya makes their intellects doubtful. They call out, O God, the Father, and they then say that they are the Father. So, why do they call out? Only a child would say Father. Why you only have to remember the one? You are now sitting in front of the Father in person, means personally. You know that you now belong to the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. You are claiming the inheritance from Him. You will now not forget Him. The Father says, children, become bodiless, become pure. I have come to take you back. People sing in front of the deities, I am without virtue, I have no virtues now. They sing praise of the deities. They consider themselves into a degraded sinners. The word was definitely be completely voiceless at the picnic. That was called heaven when the word is voiceless. Now it is voiceful. That was called heaven, the Shivalaya. It was heaven established by the Shiv Baba. The people of India believe that heaven exists, but they have forgotten that India was a heaven at one time and that the original eternal deities used to rule there. When someone dies, people say that he has gone to heaven. Heaven exists in the golden age, it cannot exist in the iron age. When people point in the papers that someone has gone to the heaven, print in the papers, said someone has gone to the heaven, ask them where the heaven is. They believe that the person went to the God in the supreme abode and that is the heaven. Or they say that he has gone to the land of nirvana or that he has merged into the light. There is much difference in the terms they use. That is called the great element of Brahm, means the light. This is the element of sky. This cannot be called the great element. That is the great element of the Brahma universe where we souls reside is egg-shaped. The Father too resides there. This is called the supreme abode. However, no one can merge into the elements of light or Brahm. Many points are explained to you, children, because you are sitting in front of Father. Devotees continue to look for the Father or the God. You know who does the most devotion on the path of devotion. Definitely, those who were worthy of worship at the beginning then become the first worshippers or devotees. Only you children knows this. It is sung, you are worthy of worship and you are worshippers now. However, those people think that God, the Father himself, become worthy of worship and a worshipper. That is wrong. The Father comes and makes you children worthy of elevated praise, means the God of worship, the God, the worship, those who can worship. However, not everyone will receive the liberation in life of heaven. Liberation in life will be received when you become free from all bondages of Maya. Liberation in life means to be free from the bondages of Maya. It isn't that everyone will go into the golden age. Only those who studies Raj Yoga will go into the golden age. On the path of knowledge, you have become free from so many bondages. Meera didn't have that many bondages. She simply used to say that she wanted to meet Sri Krishna and would therefore remain pure. You have to go to land of Sri Krishna. Meera was one of the main important devotees of Sri Krishna. You are the part of a rosary of victory, which is the most elevated and worshipped. A rosary of devotees is not worshipped. Rosary of devotees. The rosary of those who have make Bharata into a heaven is worshipped. Means we children's. Devotees worship the rosary of you children's. First of all, there is the rosary of Rudra, and then it becomes the rosary of Vishnu. No one knows who the rosary represents. They simply continue to turn its beads one by one. You will now no longer turn the beads of a rosary of devotees. The devotees turn the beads of rosary of you children. You know that your rosary of victory is being created. Then we ourselves will become worshippers and turn the beads of rosary. You rule the kingdom and you will then become the first one to turn the beads of a rosary. Others will learn devotion from you. You make the word into an heaven. The Father is teaching you Raj Yoga, and this teaching is named the Gita. There has to be a name for a religious scriptures. Although the knowledge disappears, the scriptures will be created. They have made it into a scripture and called it Srimad Bhagavad Gita, the holy book of India. They wrote the Gita on the path of devotion. That Gita is not for the path of knowledge. They relate so many different types of Gita. They never say, I am teaching you Raj Yoga. They would say, God departed after teaching Raj Yoga. Then they sit and study the scripture of that. We are now listening to that same Gita from the God in person and becoming the masters of heaven. The Father says, I only come once to teach you children Raj Yoga and to make you into the kings of kings. Until the bestower of salvation comes, there will be definitely continue to be praise of the path of devotion. Those who came in the previous cycle will come and listen to this again. Many are yet to become this. The sun and the moon dynasty kingdoms are being established, and therefore very many people will come. This is why knowledge is never destroyed. Wealthy subjects, ordinary subjects, maids and servants are all needed in the golden age. Such a big kingdom is being established. People don't know how the golden aged kingdom is established. If they were to know this, they would tell you about it. They have forgotten the Father now. Instead of writing incorporeal God Shiva speaks, they have written God Shri Krishna speaks. In the Bhagavad Gita, immediately after Shiva Jayanti, there is a Krishna Jayanti. Sri Krishna is the Lord of Paradise. This one sits here and makes you into the Lords of Paradise. They have then shown Shri Krishna in the Copper Age. The thread of this knowledge of India is so entangled. You now have to imbibe this very well and become knowledgeful. You have to see with how many marks you pass. If you pass now, you will pass every cycle. You have to study while living at home with your families. Nowhere else do old man and a woman, husband and a wife, daughters-in-law, etc. all study together. There is no any universities or a college where all are studied together. They don't even study the scriptures like that. They tell women that they must not study the scriptures. Okay, in previous 100 to 150 years, women have no any rights to study the scriptures. Only men become pandits or they study the scriptures. Here just see who is studying. It is a wonder of variety of old women who come here. While living at home, you have to remain as pure as a lotus and study Raj Yoga. You have to become godfatherly student. This is godly college of the Brahma Kumaris and Kumars. God is teaching through Brahma. Brahma didn't emerge from the navel of Vishnu, which was seen in a scripture. No, he is not emerged from a navel of Vishnu. It would be said to be the navel of Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. Shiv Baba is the seed. Brahma, Vishnu, Shankara are emerged from him. The meanings of all three are different. You children now understand that Vishnu is always shown with the Lakshmi. There is Nar and Narayan temple, ordinary human and Narayana. And so they have also made him four-armed. If they have Narayana, Lakshmi would surely be with him. Nar means male becomes Narayan, and Nari means woman becomes Lakshmi in a golden age. They show Nar Narayan with 4 arms, which was not that much, right? They should show Narayana and Lakshmi separately with 2 arms each. Such an accurate temple should be built. However, people don't understand anything from the Nar Narayan temple. Together with the Nar Narayan, they also show Lakshmi. Mahalakshmi is worshipped at Deepmala, means in the festival of light of Diwali. Mothers are praised so much. There is a great praise of Jagdamba too. Amba is very sweet because she is a Kumari. This one is a half Kumar. There is a lot of praise of Kumaris in India, means those who are not married. However, they don't know the importance of that. Jagdamba is praised a lot. The Father isn't praised as much. The Father has come and uplifted you, mothers, and so you should become courageous. One has to be courageous to ride a lion. There will be assault, but now that you belong to the Father, you must not let go of your religion, no matter what happens. Become pure and definitely claim a high status. Meera also become pure. The Father tells you, Kumaris, say that you want to become pure and masters of paradise. Okay, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, father and Bap Dada. The spiritual father says namaste to the spiritual children, and we the spiritual children say good morning to our Bap Dada. The essence for the dharana is, in order to become true hearers, you have to become sensible, imbibe this study very well and become knowledgeful, become praiseworthy like the Father. In order to become most elevated in the rosary of victory, continue to cut away all the bondages of Maya. Become very, very brave and courageous and definitely become pure. The blessing of the day is, may you become ignorant of the knowledge of any desire, and instead of chasing after a mirage of some desire, earn a true income. Some children think that if they were to win a lottery, they would give their winnings to the yajna. However, such money cannot be used for a yajna. Often some have a desire for themselves, but they say that if they win a lottery, they would do service with it. However, to be a millionaire now means to lose a millions for all time. Chasing after desire is like a mirage. Therefore, earn a true income and become ignorant from the knowledge of any limited desire. Instead of considering, the slogan of the day is, instead of considering an obstacle to be an obstacle, consider it to be a game, and you will win that game by laughing and singing. Om Shanti.